Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Todd Smith and I'm back with another video. I'm back with my 1 month review of the M Audio Code 49. I've had this baby for about a little over 1 month now, and I figured I'd give you everything that I've experienced with it in the last month. So here we go. In my first video, I said the keys felt amazing, and I will say that it's held true to this day. The keys feel absolutely gorgeous. They're one of the best feeling MIDI controller keys I've ever felt. I also said the pads respond well and feel great, and I will say that is held true to this day. I don't have any issue with the mod wheel being up here. A few people have said that's what stopped them from buying it, but the mod wheel and the pitch bend feel amazing. They feel great. I will say that these knobs or sliders, these sliders tend to delay a little bit. They're a little jumpy. As you can see here, I'm at 28, and by the time it kicks back in, I'm at 34. And then if you let it jump back in again at 41 and at 46, there, and so if you, it's jumpy, it's weird, it's kind of hard to explain, and it makes a difference when you're playing with MIDI parameters. You don't really hear it as much when you're playing with volume or things that maybe you start at the volume and you pan up and things that you pan down. But when you're playing with a cutoff and you're trying to be precise and then you let go for a second and then you come back in and it jumps up to 30 something, it feels weird. And I gotta say that about this keyboard and anyone who's thinking of buying it. These sliders do not work very well with synth parameters. These knobs work great. They feel great. They are endless knobs. They are not normal knobs in the sense that they're short turning. They turn forever, as you can see. But when I stop, it instantly goes from 60. I let it stop, it goes up to 67. I let it stop, it goes up to 69. If you notice that, the sliders do not do that. They go 52. By the time it kicks back in, it's 60. Now it ended at 61. By the time it kicks back in, it's 66. That is an issue, and I figured I'd point that out to people who are thinking of buying it. Again, these seem to work great on volume control and things of that nature, but these work better with synth parameters. The pad works amazing. Everything that it says it does 100% correct and solid. The build quality is actually pretty tough. Yeah, already told you the problem with the sliders, but they feel sturdy, and so do the knobs. The case itself for the price is pretty solid. You can bend the plastic a little bit if you really put a lot of force here. As you can see, I'm bending the plastic, but I really got to put a good amount of force. And overall, for the money, the price feels pretty solid. It feels like a solid machine. I would say the biggest drawback is the sliders on this machine. So with that being said, everything else has worked great. I've had no issues with knobs and sliders completely not working. I've had no issues with keys failing. The last real issue I even have with this machine is once in every 2 or 3 days, it's either Ableton or this keyboard locks up in my DAW. I get like notes stuck and I have to shut off this keyboard and restart it to get the notes unstuck. I'm not 100% sure if that's within Ableton itself or if it's within this keyboard. I'm going to troubleshoot that and try to do it with just hardware and maybe just my iPad for a couple days as just a controller with MIDI and not run it through Ableton at all and see if it still freezes. So then I know 100% sure if it comes from this keyboard or if it has to do with Ableton too. So I'll do another video on that. I'll test this a little bit more. And I would say it only freezes once every 2-3 days, like I said. But I mean, that would kind of suck if you're on stage and it froze or whatever. So I'm trying to troubleshoot that and see if it's Ableton or if it's the actual keyboard itself. So I will make another video and hit you guys back up on that one. All right, guys, so this is my 1 month review of the M Audio Code 49. Honestly, even with the sliders, I'm happy with everything I've gotten out of it. It's great. the I have more than enough knobs to work with that make me happy because I can have multiple pages of knobs here. It's not just you can have 4 banks of knobs on every preset. So I have more than 8 knobs here. I actually have 32 knobs that I can assign. And like I said, these still I use these for volume control and stuff like that. These work great for those type parameters. They seem to not be as good for synth parameters. Again, I spent my money on this. This was not given to me. This is 100% my opinion. I'm going to give you the honest truth on everything I show you here. Nothing will be skewed. So these are all the issues and all the great things I've had with the M Audio Co 49. If you find these type of things really cool and you like these type of honest videos, jams, tutorials, patches, anything of that nature, subscribe to this channel because I'm about to be releasing a lot of content over the next couple of months. You guys have a great day and thank you, YouTube.